time for the quarterfinal here in the Recurve Women's Individual, now between Svetlana Gomboeva of the Russian Archery Federation and Alejandra Valencia from Mexico.
On target, number 1, representing RAF, Svetlana Gomboeva. Shooting on target, number 2, representing Mexico, Alejandra Valencia.
Well, two highly ranked athletes here. Gomboeva, the 23-year-old, is the world number 13. She's won 2 stages on the Hyundai Archery World Cup. Sorry, she won stage 2 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup in Lausanne in May of this year. It's not one of those athletes that has picked up more team medals, including a silver at the Tokyo Olympic Games, than she has individuals, but she's here to make a change to that at these individual World Championships. Alejandra Valencia from Mexico is 26 years old, the world number 9. She's been to 3 Olympic Games, picked up the mixed team bronze most recently in Tokyo, and claimed a silver medal here in Yankton in the team event. Place in the women's recurve semi-final up for grabs. Gomboeva to shoot first against Valencia.
Holding arrows of 8.
Fuerte y firme. 10, línea del 10 a las 4. Ahí apuntas al centro lo siguiente. Pica abajo. Al centro, firme y con fuerza.
Svetlana just struggling to find the centre.
9
en la línea abajo.
Interesting that the Russians going high and the Mexicans going low, but doesn't seem to be the wind. It seems lovely conditions out there so far.
9.
Fuerte y seguro. Al centro.
Opportunity for a good start for Valencia, which she claims marked provisionally as a 26, could get marked up to a 27, matters not though. 2-0 to the Mexican after the first set. Intriguing, you're right, that one set of arrows high, one set of arrows low. Anything to do with the light that's coming in sort of across the range at the moment?
I wouldn't have thought so at this stage. You know, the sun I don't think is really an issue. You know, they've come off a practice field onto this venue, so you know, they both have the similar conditions there, and often we see the archers doing the same thing. Then it might be, generally we've seen high left as the normal place that the arrows are going in the first end particularly, but sometimes it's just a difference in the pressure, the balance of the shot that can make them go high or low. If you what we call heel it through the front hand a little bit, so through your thumb a little bit lower perhaps than normal, they can just go down a little bit higher. So yeah, under pressure things change. Just got to keep their shots the same as possible.
Bit of a relief on the look of Alejandra Valencia. She is 2 set points up at the start of this quarterfinal against Gomboeva. A good close up of the bespoke quiver and belt that Gomboeva is using.
And she's found the middle, lovely timing. Right back at you.
See, Gomboeva has this strapping around a bow hand. Valencia doesn't. What's that all about?
I think you're looking at the finger sling. So most archers will have a finger sling. Sometimes it's a little bit of paracord, which you can't see so well. Some people use shoelaces, like a flat shoelace that we can see, quite a long one. It's all been tied into a lovely braid.
And what's it for?
So when the arrow leaves the bow goes forward, and that should catch the bow. We can see Valencia's got one there. It's just a lot smaller.
Well, 2 apiece, about a 29 there for Gomboeva. 28 for Valencia. Nice and consistent but all square. And look, you sort of explain the mechanics of what the sling is for, but is that the reason to have that is what, to keep the bow hand nice and relaxed, so you're not gripping the bow too strongly?
Yeah, so you can see that long rod that comes out the front of the bow, got some weight on there, so that helps the bow kind of roll forward. So we're ensuring that that arrow is leaving the bow cleanly, so as it rolls forward, look, that bow's pushing out of your hand, so it'll kind of jump forward about an inch, and it should hit then your bow sling, your finger sling, and so that your hand, stays relaxed. It doesn't make any kind of movement, which then could alter where the bow is aiming and ultimately where the arrow is going to go. Really important to use those early on in your career. Even if you're just a beginner, use a finger sling, because the habit you can build up from gripping the bow on release is hard to break.
Lots of equipment, some very simple, some very complicated in a sport that may seem very simple to the outsider. 2 apiece here in this quarter-final. Gomboeva to shoot first in the third set.
Timing's impeccable, isn't it? Just nice quick shots. The shot's always moving.
There's a little bit of tension there in that full draw.
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot at stake here.
Well, left the door open here, Gomboeva. A 10 will give Valencia a clear lead, but she gets a 9, and it's all square again. 3 apiece after 3, and there's nothing between this pairing. If anything, Nikki, would you say that Gomboeva's the one that's just shooting just a little bit more consistently?
Yeah, I talk a lot about timing. So that's the amount of time that an archer spends from when they get to their full draw position to then releasing the arrow. So in recurve, it's very dynamic, they're always moving, but Svetlana's quite quick in that timing. She keeps that shot moving, and that consistency can really help. Whereas Valencia tends to spend a little bit more time at full draw, and sometimes she's spending too long there, just leaves time for, like you say, those nerves that we saw a little bit just creeping in.
Well, you can see the humour with which that opportunity lost was taken. Valencia. All square after 3. Gomboeva versus Valencia. The Russian will shoot first again in set number 4.
Just keeps seeming to have these errors left, doesn't she? High left, possible release error maybe, but shot's looking good. Valencia also going left, looking like slightly confused. Can't see any wind in the venue.
Quite a big adjustment there, Valencia, on the sight. See what difference that makes.
9.4 a la 10, poquito a la izquierda, corrige un poquito a la derecha, corrige a la derecha, compensa a la derecha, estás a la izquierda.
9.
Fuerte y firme, entre 10 y 9 a las 3.
Another opportunity for the Mexican. And this time she takes it. It's just her third 10 of the match, but it does mean that she takes a 5-3 lead after 4 sets here and is in a strong position. She'll shoot second, and all she has to do to make it through to the semi-finals now against the Russian is match what Gomboeva puts down the range. critical moment to shoot a 10. Nikki, we talk about the scoring system, which is fairly simple to understand. It's 3 arrows, high score, gets 2 set points. But we've also mentioned before that it's not always just about the high score, it's about when you shoot that good arrow, and that 10 is so important.
Yeah, I mean, psychologically, finishing that set there for Valencia with the 10 and then being able to take the set, I mean, that's psychologically a great place to be. Come off the line full of confidence, and that's what she needs right now. But Svetlana's got to win this set. She's got to win it to make it 5-all to push for the shoot-off.
Been very little between Gomboeva and Valencia in this quarterfinal match here at the World Championships. Valencia's just edged ahead as we go into the 5th and final set. Gomboeva has to chase her down. Starts beautifully with a 10.
That error again, high left. There's something obviously in her technique which is just breaking down a little bit.
Just in the 9, but there's space here. An 8 to make it through to the semi-finals for the Mexican. She gets a 9. It's exceptionally close to the 8, but it's enough for Alejandra Valencia to take this quarterfinal 7 points to 3. And boy, you only have to lead at the end, and that's exactly what Valencia did.
Congratulations, Alejandra Valencia. Let's hear it for Svetlana Gomboeva for a great match.
Well, she did enough to make it through. Valencia, it wasn't plain sailing, but she's into the Recurve Women's Individual semi-finals here in Yankton.